What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So the good people over at Fifine Technologies have sent me yet again another really cool product to review for you guys, and I really think this might make my life quite a bit easier when I'm making videos. But will it actually? I don't know. Let's find out. Here we go. Okay, so Fifine has sent me their K037B wireless lavalier microphone system, and as you can see, I'm actually wearing it right here on my chest, and we're going to be recording this entire video with this microphone system. This microphone system is very cool, and it's supposed to give you the ease of having a wireless pack on you or your talent, and it's supposed to give you the kind of the flexibility of having a less wired situation, whereas I normally use one of these. I'll use a digital audio recorder right here, like this. This is one that I have from Sony. Then I have one right here, that's a Zoom H1. I use these a lot when I record wedding videos and do other kinds of videos with talent talking on camera like that. And I'll actually use a wired lavalier mic, and I will wire up the talent that I am recording at that time. But with this system, you can actually put the wireless pack on your talent like I'm wearing right now, and you actually just wire up your talent like you normally would. And there's actually a receiver that plugs into the audio port in your camera, and from there the two things talk to each other and you get some great audio, hopefully. So how is this going to make my life a little easier? I'm going to tell you why. This actually records the audio right to your camera, so the file that I am using right now in my computer, lining this up when I do this in post, I actually only have to deal with one audio file, and that is the original audio track that goes on the video file. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and open up the box and see what's inside. So upon opening the box, you will be greeted by the headset microphone, which is actually another option for you. You don't have to just use the regular lavalier microphone that comes with it. You can actually use this headset, which in my opinion makes you look like you're in a boy band or something like that. But I know a lot of public speakers like to use this system because it's out of their way, but it also may get the microphone a little bit closer to your mouth, which some people prefer. And this is what it looks like right here on your face. So like I said, yep, it does have a cool mic that extends right here out past your mouth that is adjustable like this, in case you need to fix the levels while you're on the fly, especially if it's plugged into some kind of speaker that you're doing kind of a public speaking event or something like that. You can do that on the fly. And then it also has on this side a little cushion spot for your face, and that's what kind of sticks right there. It doesn't feel very uncomfortable or anything like that, so you could probably wear this for a long period of time. And it curls around your ear and goes around the back of your head. And then this side right here, this is supposed to sit on your ear, I believe, right here. And this is not a headphone or anything like that. You can't hear any sound out of this. This is just some kind of cushion that sits in your ear like that. I'm not sure why they chose to make it this right here, probably for the purpose of the electronics that go right here. But like I said, it's actually not uncomfortable or anything like that. It sits on your head just fine. And it actually is pretty sturdy. You can kind of move your head around a lot and does the job just fine. Next, you will see the receiver, and it actually has a little antenna on the end that you can extend out to actually increase the range of the receiver itself. And then of course the lavalier mic, which I'm wearing right now, that just has a cord that goes down to a 3-prong female end that goes right into the receiver itself. One thing that I do really like about both of the microphones is that at the female end of it, they do have these little push buttons that actually lock the mic into place when it's in the receiver. Next, we have the on-body transmitter, which actually does take 2 AA batteries, and they do not include them with it, so make sure you go ahead and buy yourself some batteries or rechargeable so you can use it multiple times. It has an LED front screen on it that you can change the frequency to match the receiver, and you just do that by pressing the little button on top that says set, and then it has a little 3-pronged receiving end on the top that you plug your microphone of choice into. Last but certainly not least, we have the 1/4 to 1/8 adapter cable for your camera, which plugs right into your camera's audio port and goes to the receiver. One thing that I wish right away that I noticed that was not in the box is some kind of hot shoe mount or cold shoe mount for the receiver itself. Right now as it stands, it just sits right on top of my camera and it can fall off at any time because it doesn't have anything on it to lock it to where it's sitting. So now that we have what's in the box out of the way, let's go ahead and take this thing outside for a little bit of an experiment. Now we're out here for a quick test to see how far away this thing actually can work and kind of like the distance that it can reach. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and start at 10 feet away. There's my dog right there. I wonder if you guys can hear that. I'm also gonna test if the noise around. It actually cancels the noise around with the microphone. If you guys can hear anything, let me know. Let me go ahead and back up a little bit. Look, he's still, come here, come here. Good boy. Okay, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. I'm gonna go to 20 feet and we'll see how it receives it there. And we're at 20 feet. Still see me good? Okay. All right, let's go to 30. And now we're at 30 feet and we're zoomed in a little bit to show that you could actually do kind of like a longer shot like this with this kind of range. So let's go ahead and go all the way to 40. Okay, so now we're at 40 feet. And I believe this thing actually recommends that you can go further than this, but this is as far as I can go right now, obviously, because there's a cliff right there. But this just goes to show that this thing has some pretty awesome range, and you can actually do some kind of talking head interview like this while my camera lens is at 105 millimeters right now, all the way zoomed in so I can get that bokeh behind my head, and it actually looks really, really cool. So there you go. But let's go ahead and talk about a couple things that I wish that they did have with it, or that I don't really like very much of it. The first thing being, I wish they included some batteries. I mean, they could have done that. I'm not sure if that's to cut down on costs or what, but they could have included some batteries for both the receiver and the battery, or the pack itself that you wear. And then I do wish that you could somehow monitor your audio, because right now I actually have no way of knowing what my audio sounds like, and there's no way to kind of set that up because you can't listen to it while you're setting the whole thing up. And I did notice that you do have to actually set the audio levels on your camera. So you may have noticed that in that little video of me on the cliff, the audio levels were a bit hot or a bit loud, and I had to kind of fix that in post, because I didn't notice at first that I actually had to go into my camera itself and set the audio levels, because on the receiver or on the pack that you're wearing, there is no audio knob or anything like that. And that is something that is on every single digital audio recorder I've ever used. There's a manual audio level on everything, no matter how much it's costed. So if I had one huge tip for Fifine, that would be that they need to include some kind of audio level that you can adjust on the fly, because when you're using it in a professional situation, if I was to use this for a wedding or something like that, I would not want to have to go into my camera and set the audio level every single time, especially if my gear is sitting in a different place than my camera is. I also do notice that at certain times this audio system does pick up a lot of background noise, and I will give you an example right now. Waiting for an airplane. And then lastly, I wish they did include some kind of cold shoe or hot shoe mount for the receiver, because the fact that it has to kind of just sit on top of your camera, or you have to kind of just duct tape it to something, I mean, it's a little quirky, it's a little funny. The thing does its job, it does what it's supposed to do, but I really wish they would include something to attach it to your camera, or to attach it to your tripod or something like that. Anything in that kind of realm would be awesome. Okay, so my conclusion here is, yes, in my situation right now where I'm in my studio, I'm doing it, I would use this. I'm probably going to end up using this again if I end up liking the way the audio sounds after I edit it. But would I use this in a professional situation? I don't really know. The fact that it doesn't have a couple of those things that I wish it did have, I'm not sure I could trust it like doing a wedding. Something like that where it's super high stress and you have to get it right the first time, especially the audio. I probably would stick with my analog digital audio recorders, because I know for a fact those things are going to turn out just the way I want them, and I know that I can set the audio levels exactly how I need them before my talent starts talking. Unfortunately with this, there's some little quirky glitches with wireless that always tend to happen. I hear about it at weddings all the time, especially from DJs and things like that. So there's wireless signals interfering with each other all over the place. So in a situation like that, I probably would not use this product. But for right now, in my studio, yes, I do like using it. I like the ease of use, and I also like it in a situation where I can go outside and be mobile while I'm using this product. So what do you guys think of this product? Do you guys like it? Do you not like it? What would you guys do to fix it? Leave me a comment down below, let me know, and then make sure you guys give this video a like if you guys enjoyed it, and then make sure you guys get subscribed to the channel if you guys want to see more of my content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.